Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oke, hai semuanya. Buat teman-teman yang baru datang di channel aku, perkenalkan, nama aku Fatia. Aku adalah mahasiswa tahun keempat di Ritsumeikan Asia Pacific University Jepang. Aku asalnya dari Surabaya atau Sidoarjo, tapi alhamdulillah aku sekarang lagi kuliah di Jepang. Nah, aku di Ritsumeikan APU ini jurusan hubungan internasional. Dan karena aku udah mau lulus, ini aku tinggal nunggu wisuda aja di bulan September. Di episode kali ini, aku pingin bacain esai aku pas dulu apply ke Ritsumeikan APU. Jadi, I'm just gonna read my essay 4 years ago and see dari perspektif sekarang gitu. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Nah, jadi masuk ke Ritsumeikan APU itu kita harus bikin essay atau motivation letter. Nah, tapi dia itu esainya berupa pertanyaan gitu. Jadi ada kurang lebih 5 pertanyaan esai yang waktu itu aku bikin. Jadi aku akan baca gitu kan. Oke, so pertanyaan pertama. Explain in detail what you aim to learn within your college of choice, APM or APS, and how it relates to your future goals. Nah, basically nomor 1 ini adalah kayak kenapa kita mau kuliah di APU dan bagaimana kuliah di APU itu bisa achieve future goals kita. Nah, waktu itu aku jawabnya, my current goal is to become a political affairs officer in the United Nations. Which is masih ya, jadi dari 4 tahun POV itu aku sekarang masih ingin kerja di United Nations. And then after doing some research and studies, I decided that it would be best to continue my studies at Asia Pacific University, Japan. The reason why is because I'm very keen on learning about international peace issues and how to resolve them quickly without creating victims and harms by learning the necessary critical thinking skills and a policy-oriented approach to succeed in the fields of international relations and also dispute resolution and peace building, because as a political affairs officer in the UN, it is expected to ensure international security and peace. Wah, jujur ini kayak rada salah sih menurutku esainya karena wordy banget, kayak kalimatnya tuh panjang banget. Tapi sebenarnya intinya sih bener ya apa yang aku telah pelajarin di APU selama aku kuliah itu. Ya ini kayak misalnya critical thinking, terus aku juga ambil development policy course di APU supaya aku bisa mengadres solusi di saat international crisis atau international issues gitu. Terus concluding remarksnya, I believe that APU Japan provides these learning experiences and therefore would be the right place to study in order to achieve my future goals. Nah, jadi kita juga ada batasan word counts ya. Minimal itu 100 words dan maksimalnya itu 150. Jadi I cannot really write that much, but intinya the whole point of this adalah I want to work in the United Nations, and by studying this courses at APU it will help me achieve my goals gitu. Ternyata selama 4 tahun aku masih mau kerja di UN guys. Oke, next ke nomor 2. Nomor 2 itu questionnya adalah discuss a topic that is relevant to your preferred area of study and please state your opinion on this topic. Nah, di sini aku nulisin civil war karena waktu SMA aku tuh sering banget debate ya, karena aku dulu English debate pas SMA. Aku sering banget tuh ngedebatin the best solution to civil war, apakah intervention atau peace talks. Nah, jadinya waktu itu aku nulisnya tentang civil war. Nah, aku nulisnya, one of the biggest threats to international peace and security is civil war. The cause of civil war varies from one case to another, but its general main cause is an escalations of different perspectives using violence. It results into atrocities with innocent unarmed civilians, even children killed. Also, massive destructions to buildings and important infrastructures. Civil war tends to be interfered by other countries, like what happened in Syria, where US backed up the opposition and Russia backed up the government. This escalates the danger because both parties are then equipped by more weapons and soldiers, which creates more harm on the ground. I believe that in order to prevent such tragedies to happen, we must speak out against extremist views, avoid hate rallies in favor of alternatives like organizing unity events, and pressuring leaders and ensure the elected officials to become active and vocal in countering hate. Nah, jadi sini aku ngomongin tentang civil war, dan opiniku adalah ya kita harus speak up against extremist views, karena kan ya civil war itu kan karena perbedaan ideologi antara satu pihak dan lainnya kan kebiasaannya. And ya aku juga pingin nge-pressure leaders karena mereka tuh harus berperan aktif untuk memastikan bahwa mereka tuh cukup vokal untuk meng-counter hal-hal seperti ini jika ini terjadi di negara mereka gitu. Menurutku make sense aja sih what I wrote dulu. I mean it could have been better now that aku udah belajar teori-teori peace studies, tapi ya udah gitu. Oke, next ke pertanyaan ketiga. Nah, di pertanyaan ketiga ini cukup personal ya. Pertanyaannya itu, describe a personal challenge you face or a situation that you found particularly difficult and how did you overcome that. Jadi dia pingin tahu apa sih tantangan terbesar di dalam hidupku dan bagaimana aku menyikapi hal tersebut. Nah, waktu itu aku ceritain tentang pengalaman aku waktu exchange di Spanyol. Jadi aku nulis, during my exchange in Madrid, I was treated unfairly by my school. They told me to take off my hijab during school time. It was unacceptable for me because it is a part of my identity as a Muslim woman. I decided to write an article about my story with the approval from my Rotary supervisor, who encouraged me to fight for what is right. I was able to garner support from people who concerned about religious discriminations until we made an online petition. Unfortunately, I had to move schools anyway because the headmasters of the school still did not want a student wearing hijab in his school. But what I learned from this experience was to never stay silent against injustice and to respect diversities between every people. Nah, ini adalah hal yang aku tulis gitu karena waktu itu aku challenge-nya kayak aku disuruh lepas hijab waktu aku exchange, tapi daripada lepas aku fight for my rights gitu, which has been the solid foundations of what I've been doing until today. Dan bahkan ini juga masih pakai di SIS2 aku karena sebenarnya ini adalah satu episode yang bener-bener life changing bagi aku, karena mungkin without this tragedy I wouldn't be me yang sekarang. Despite the unfortunate, I am glad that this happened and it shaped me the way I am today. Nah, terus pertanyaan yang keempat itu basically nanyain tentang kegiatan kita outside of academics. Aku jawabnya, during high school I experienced lots of things which I did karena aku dulu pas di SMA kayak kegiatannya banyak banget gitu. Di sini aku nulis, I became the student council vice president that enabled me to gain experience in leading an organization. Through this period, I learned not only to lead people but to understand others, to motivate people, to solve conflicts and problems, and to stay composed in any situation. Secondly, I also joined MUN that broadened my leadership skills even more by learning to speak up and become decisive when it comes to making decisions in a short amount of time with pressure. I was also a debater. Being a debater taught me how to be critical towards something and also keeps an open mind. And during high school as well, I was fortunate to get a chance to become an exchange student. As an exchange student, I learned how to adapt in a new environment, be independent, respect other people's culture, and befriend anyone. Nah, jadi di sini ya, mungkin buat teman-teman yang pingin menjawab this type of question, teman-teman tuh juga harus nulisin what did you learn from that gitu. Jadi nggak semata-mata nulisin semua aktivitas yang kamu lakuin, tapi tulis juga apa pelajaran yang teman-teman bisa ambil atau bisa pelajari dari kegiatan tersebut gitu, kayak yang aku lakuin barusan. Oke, ada satu lagi pertanyaan terakhir which I think very interesting. Jadi karena aku waktu itu apply buat daftar beasiswa, kita disuruh nulis essay tambahan gitu kayak kenapa kita mau apply beasiswa gitu. Pertanyaannya itu as a recipient of the APU Tuition Reduction Scholarship, how do you plan to contribute the APU and the local community? Nah, jadi dia tuh nanya kayak kalau kamu dipilih menjadi salah satu awardee beasiswanya, kamu mau kontribusi apa gitu kan? Ini adalah mungkin pertanyaan paling susah ya kalau di motivation letter manapun gitu. Nah, jadi ini juga sedikit tips ya buat teman-teman yang lagi nulis esai mungkin tentang apa yang mau teman-teman kontribusiin. Nah, menurutku itu tuh harus smart ya, smart. Jadi specific, measurable, terus kayak attainable, relative and time gitu. Nah, jadi aku di sini menyarankan teman-teman untuk kayak memikirkan kontribusi yang teman-teman itu bisa lakuin dan itu tuh possible dilakuin dalam certain time gitu. Nah, di sini aku nulis if I get accepted in the APU, my plan is to join the MUN and debate club in the university. Since I have experience in both clubs during high school, I hope that I can add something to both the debate and MUN club that might help achieve things in the future. I'm very determined to give my all by practicing hard and consistent in order to make APU proud. I also plan on helping the local community during local events like festivals and help the locals who are interested to study English. Not only that, I also want to introduce and share my culture through its traditional dance and music or during cultural workshops. That is how I plan to contribute to APU and the local community. Although I realize that these are small things, I believe that change and success always starts from the little things we do. Nah, jadi di sini aku nulisin bahwa aku mau ikut MUN sama debate clubnya. Dan setelah 4 tahun kuliah, alhamdulillah berhasil gitu. Jadi aku sempat ikut MUN Club di APU. Bahkan aku juga sempat diundang untuk menghadiri sebuah MUN Conference di Malaysia lewat acaranya International Model United Nations. Tapi aku nggak ikut di debate club karena ternyata debate club di APU ini nggak terlalu aktif gitu. Aku try to make the club, tapi susah banget kayak there's actually lacking of people who want us to commit to make this club runs. Jadi it was kind of hard for me to do that. Tapi kan intinya di sini aku pingin lomba mewakili APU di kancah internasional dan menang dan banggain APU kan. Nah, itu tuh alhamdulillah ya setelah 4 tahun kuliah itu bisa tercapai karena aku ikut lomba-lomba lain seperti Hall Prize, terus Moot Court ya, Asia Cup International Moot Court Competition, dimana kita menang di Japan round dan kita bisa proceed untuk compete lagi di Asian round, dimana kita rank 4th our memorial. Dan aku juga sempat menang lomba International Humanitarian Law Competition by ICRC Japan, itu kita juara 1. Jadi gila sih, maksudnya waktu nulis kita mungkin mikirnya kayak aduh nggak mungkin deh kecapai gitu, tapi now after 4 years ternyata kayak oh itu tuh ternyata bisa achievable loh gitu, kayak I actually achieve what I wrote in this essay and bahkan aku achieve-nya tuh more than what I wrote gitu loh. And then secondly, aku nulis aku pengen ngajar bahasa Inggris, which is true. Jadi akhirnya aku juga kesampaian sering banget ikut acara-acara teaching assistant untuk ngajarin anak-anak SMA di Jepang bahasa Inggris gitu. Dan itu sering banget aku lakuin. So yeah, I'm very glad that I can make that happen. Dan lastly, aku bilang I want to introduce tentang Indonesian culture, salah satunya traditional dance. Dan ini juga alhamdulillah tercapai karena waktu itu aku sempat dipercaya menjadi penanggung jawab di suatu acara Indonesian Week namanya. Dan di situ aku ngajarin anak-anak Jepang di kampusku tarian tradisional Indonesia. Nah, jadi after 4 years reading that essay, it's kind of feel like impossible gitu, karena wow gila yang aku tulis 4 tahun lalu tuh sekarang udah tercapai gitu loh. Nah jadi it's okay kalau misalnya you wanna do something dan sekarang tuh nulisnya mungkin mikirnya kayak aduh kayaknya nggak mungkin deh tercapai gitu kan. Nah tapi tenang aja, kayak you have to just work it out, dan mungkin 4 tahun lagi kalian ngelihat tulisan kalian, maybe it already happened gitu, or it already been achieved gitu. Jadi ya aku kayak sangat terharu gitu sih, karena aku telah mencapai what I wrote gitu. Kontribusiku untuk kampus juga lumayan banyak gitu. Nah I think that's all that I want to share hari ini. Kira-kira itu juga gambaran bagaimana menjawab esai di kalau teman-teman ada yang mau apply di APU. So I hope this is helpful dan it can motivate you untuk misalnya study higher or achieve higher. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video dan subscribe channel aku, karena aku bakalan ngobrolin terus seputar study abroad. Okay, see you. Bye bye.